In a world where time races by, and love often feels like a fleeting dream, there are stories that remind us of its timeless strength. This is one of those stories. It's the tale of Kofi and Zara, two souls whose journey beneath the shade of an ancient baobab tree teaches us that love, much like the roots of this majestic tree, runs deep and stands tall, no matter the seasons that pass. It was a Saturday morning in Accra. The open-air market was alive with color, sound, and the rhythm of everyday life. Stalls burst with African prints fluttering in the breeze, baskets brimming with fresh fruit, and tables adorned with handmade crafts. The marketplace was filled with the hum of bargaining, laughter, and the tap of footsteps on dusty paths. In the heart of this vibrant scene wandered Kofi, a young photographer with a deep passion for his craft. His camera wasn't just an object, it was an extension of his soul. With each snap, he captured more than just moments. He captured the heart of his city, his culture, his life. Dressed in a modern dashiki shirt paired with jeans, he moved gracefully between the stalls, his camera capturing the soul of Accra's streets. A woman balancing a basket of mangoes on her head, children weaving through the crowd, an elderly man carving wooden sculptures. But amidst the chaos, there was Zara, radiant, poised, and a rising star in the world of fashion. Zara was a rising star in the fashion world. Zara's design celebrated her African heritage while embracing modern trends. Today, she rushed through the market, her mind set on one goal: to meet a supplier who had a rare Ankara print she needed for her next collection. Zara was dressed in one of her own stunning designs, a fitted Ankara dress with geometric patterns of gold, black, and red that spoke to both her heritage and her vision for the future. Her heels clicked against the cobblestone as she maneuvered through the crowd, determined and focused. "I can't be late," she thought. "This fabric is perfect for the finale piece. It will be the heart of my collection." As Zara hurried, her foot caught on a small stone, sending a tray of oranges tumbling to the ground. The vibrant fruit scattered, and a nearby vendor chuckled softly as Zara scrambled to gather them up. "Sorry, Auntie." Zara apologized, her face flushing. The vendor smiled warmly. "It's okay, little one. Just be careful next time." But life sometimes has a way of slowing us down just enough to notice what truly matters. As Zara bent to pick up the last orange, a pair of hands appeared, strong and steady. Kofi, who had been nearby capturing moments on his camera, knelt beside her. "Are you okay? That was quite a spill," he asked, his voice laced with concern. Zara smiled, a little embarrassed. "I'm fine, just a little clumsy today. Thank you for helping me." As Kofi helped gather the fruit, his eyes caught something that made him pause, a sketchbook tucked under Zara's arm. He flipped through the pages, each one brimming with intricate designs, vibrant patterns, and bold ideas. His eyes lit up. "These are amazing," Kofi remarked, his voice filled with admiration. "Are they yours?" Zara's pride shone through her smile. "Yes, I'm a fashion designer. This is my latest collection." "Wow," Kofi exclaimed, genuinely impressed. "You're incredibly talented." "I'm Zara, by the way," she said, her voice soft yet confident. "Kofi," he replied, extending his hand. "Nice to meet you." And in that moment, something undeniable passed between them. Two artists, bound by their passion, stood together amidst the chaos of the market, their worlds intertwining like threads woven into a single tapestry. They talked for hours, sharing their dreams, their inspirations, and their love for creativity. Kofi captured photos of Zara, each frame revealing the light in her eyes, the fire in her spirit. "You're really good with that camera," Zara said, laughing as she posed playfully for him. Kofi smiled warmly. "I always carry it with me. You never know when you'll find something or someone worth capturing." As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the city, Kofi suggested they visit the Baobab tree just outside the village. The ancient tree stood strong, its roots deep in the earth and its branches reaching out like a welcoming embrace. Together, they walked toward the Baobab tree, its timeless presence felt in every step they took. As they sat beneath its expansive canopy, they talked more, laughed more, and felt their connection grow stronger. "This tree," Zara said, looking up at its mighty trunk, "it's incredible. It feels like it's been here forever." Kofi nodded, a thoughtful look on his face. "It has. The baobab is a symbol of resilience, strength, kind of like us." Zara laughed softly, but there was something in her eyes, a spark of something deeper. "Us. We just met." Kofi's smile grew warmer, more confident. I have a feeling this is just the beginning. From that moment under the baobab, Kofi and Zara's journey together began. Their love blossomed like the tree's mighty roots, strong and enduring. They spent their days exploring the city, creating together, dreaming together, and slowly building a life that celebrated their roots while embracing the future. But as with any great love story, there were challenges along the way. Kofi's photography business faced difficulties. Clients canceled, bookings fell through, and his studio became cluttered with unsold prints. His heart longed for recognition, but the path to success seemed clouded. Yet he never gave up. He clung to the hope that one day, his art would be recognized. "I just need one big break," Kofi muttered to himself, staring at a photo of Zara on his laptop screen. "One opportunity to show the world what I can do." Zara too faced her own challenges. The fashion world was competitive, and her brand struggled to stand out. She was surrounded by unfinished designs and fabric swatches, while a supplier informed her that they couldn't deliver the fabric she needed. Despite the setbacks, Zara's determination remained unwavering. She knew her designs had the power to inspire. She just needed to keep pushing forward. "I've come too far to give up now," she told herself, her determination unwavering. Then came the day under the baobab tree when their hearts finally spilled the truth, the weight of their challenges threatening to tear them apart. "Kofi, I don't know how much longer I can keep going," Zara admitted, her voice tinged with exhaustion. "Every time I feel like I'm getting somewhere, something else goes wrong." Kofi took her hands gently in his. "I know, but we can't let these challenges break us. We've got something stronger than that. We have to keep pushing forward." Zara, overwhelmed, snapped back, "What if we're fooling ourselves? What if we're not good enough?" Kofi, hurt but determined, replied, "Don't say that. You're the most talented person I know. We just need to believe in ourselves a little more." In that moment, Zara's phone buzzed with an email. Her eyes widened as she read it, an invitation to showcase her designs at a prestigious fashion show in Paris. "Kofi," she whispered, her voice a mix of disbelief and joy. "I've been invited to Paris. They want me to showcase my collection." Kofi, his heart swelling with pride and sadness, smiled. "That's incredible, Zara. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. But what about us?" she asked, her voice quivering. "I don't want to leave you behind." Kofi, swallowing his own heartbreak, whispered, "You have to go. This is your dream. I'll be here, waiting for you." 2 weeks later, the day had come when Zara, with tears in her eyes, packed her bags for Paris. It was a tearful goodbye, and as she packed her suitcase, she tucked the baobab tree pendant Kofi had given her into her bag. As they stood at the airport, the weight of their love and their dreams heavy between them, Zara whispered softly as she looked at Kofi one last time, "I'll miss you, Kofi. Promise me you'll keep chasing your dreams." "I promise," Kofi replied, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "And I'll be here when you come back, no matter how long it takes." Zara boarded her flight with a heavy heart. Meanwhile, Kofi stayed behind in Accra, finding comfort in his art and the memories of their time together. The baobab tree continued to be a symbol of their enduring bond, its roots growing deeper and its branches stretching farther, just as their love did. Life was difficult. Long-distance relationships are never easy. There were sleepless nights filled with phone calls, long messages, and missed opportunities to see each other. There were tears on both sides, longing for the day they would be reunited. But they held on, each believing in the promise of the future, knowing that love, like the baobab tree, could withstand any storm. After 2 long years, Zara's career soared. Her fashion show in Paris was a resounding success. But as the time drew near for her return to Ghana, Kofi, who had been eagerly waiting for this moment, had a surprise in store. He had planned an unforgettable welcome party, set up under the very baobab tree where their love had begun. When Zara finally stepped off the plane in Accra, Kofi was waiting for her, bouquet of African sunflowers in hand. As their eyes met, the time and distance between them seemed to disappear. Kofi ran to her, enveloping her in a tight embrace as tears flowed down her face. Their love, like the baobab tree, had only grown stronger with time. Kofi had prepared a surprise party for Zara as a celebration of their love under the baobab tree, surrounded by friends, family, music, dance, and laughter. Zara was completely taken aback, overwhelmed by the love and support surrounding them. "You didn't have to do this," Zara said, amazed. Kofi smiled, his heart full. "I can't bear to be separate from you again." And then, in a moment that took Zara's breath away, Kofi got down on one knee. He held out a diamond ring, and with a smile that could melt anyone's heart, he asked, "Ready to build our dreams together forever?" Tears streamed down Zara's face as she exclaimed, "Yes, yes, yes. I love you, Kofi." Kofi wrapped her in his arms, whispering, "I love you, Mrs. Kofi." Their story, like the Baobab tree, grew strong and unshakable. Kofi and Zara, now successful in their careers, sit beneath the same Baobab tree, now towering above them, its branches stretching wide. Their love, like the tree, endured. It may have taken time to grow, but its roots ran deep, and its branches reached far. Let their story remind you that love, like the Baobab tree, is worth the wait. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs a little hope today. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring tales from the heart of Africa.